Greetings from the grave, Haddonfield's homeboy, Jamie Myers.
Killer King of Crystal Lake, Zero Voorhees. Horror from the grave, babies.
On Psychopath TV. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
I'm all layered up over here. I was getting ready to leave from work, but...
It's chilly.
No, it's not that cold.
It's
a little cold, but it's
wind.
It's nice and breezy up in this bitch.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yeah, it's the wind that does it.
So, just wanted to give you guys a little update.
Yep.
The winner of the T-shirt contest.
We have a winner.
Wet Movie 1. So old B. Mitch over here, man. Old Brendan Mitchell. Just shoot us your address and whatever, bro. We get you taken care of. There might even be some shirts left over. It's funny, one person plays.
Yeah, I mean, it does make it easy to win that way.
Yep. So there's a bunch of one-legged men in ass-kicking contests, and Wet Movie 1's only one's like, fuck it, I'm coming with 2 legs to kick some ass.
He put some cleats on that bitch.
Put some cleats on that bitch. So fucking, yeah, so he's the winner. Just shoot us your address or whatever, man. Hit me up. We'll get it all taken care of.
Yep.
Get you, we'll see what sizes I have. I don't even know what sizes I have of the shit left, but we'll figure it out, bro. We'll get you all
I think we got one.
handled. Really?
Maybe, unless Spike's taking it. Anyway, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's probably going to be a minute before we get back on the air again because we got locked down again.
No, but I'll come up there if I have to.
Yeah?
Yeah, if I have to.
Well, then there we go. Never mind.
So we'll
Disregard.
Yeah, disregard
I just
that.
didn't know how we were going to rock and roll it, but...
Yeah, we'll come up there and just do it. And
we got locked down.
So our
again.
story...
2020 has just been a horror movie.
Yep, 2020's been a horror movie in itself. The death of Neil Peart, Kobe Bryant, fucking Eddie Van Halen. That's enough right there for me. There's been a lot of people. There's been a lot of bullshit go down this year.
Sean Connery.
Yeah,
there's been...
Indiana Jones' dad, man.
I know.
And fucking James Bond.
Yep.
But,
I think he was the OG one, wasn't he?
Was he first?
I think he was first.
Was he before Roger Moore?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He was?
Yeah. That one I know for sure.
Well, Roger Moore's the best to me.
Roger Moore was
But I like all the James Bonds.
Yeah.
Except for
Roger
the new
Moore was
James
cool.
Bond. I don't like the new James
Especially
Bond.
if Vito Will Kill because it had Christopher Walken.
Yep.
Rocking the blonde hair.
No shit. But I don't like the new
It's all
James Bond, though.
California blonde.
That's just not for me. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Oh, the new?
Yeah, the new.
Yeah,
No, I'm not about that life right there. Just not for me, man. Just not what I signed up for when it comes to JB.
And I'll bring it up. Somebody said that we were millennials.
Oh, God.
You, sir, are a fuckhead. Because if you'd actually pay attention, instead of trying to get attention the negative way, like those dipshits who put Jason Goes to Hell as the best Friday the 13th just to get the attention, or you have severe interest deficiencies. But, first of all, we're DX.
Yeah, we're both DX.
We're Generation X, so...
Suck it,
there it is.
motherfucker.
But everything has been trending away, and now everything's got to be changed, and that's another... It goes back to that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, what he's talking about here, he didn't even feel you. He just jumped like right into the meat of the matter. He didn't tell you. So I had some internet troll come and subscribe. And what's weird is he hasn't unsubscribed yet. But it's like, I'm not going to say his name. I don't want anyone harassing him or nothing like that. But he came and he like subscribed. And next thing you know, he's watching videos from a long time ago. And he's talking shit. We can take the good criticism, you know, the constructive criticism, whatever. You want to debate a movie, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm all down for that.
But when you come off calling names, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking call no names over here. And then he's like, it's my constitutional and God-given right. I don't give a fuck, dude. I told him, I said, fuck your safe space. This place isn't for you. No. But if you would have just talked to me and asked me, I don't know how you feel on this, but I've in the last 10 years since we filmed that video, I've walked back my stance on the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't hate it as bad as I hated it. I actually kind of like it. Huh. And he said on there, he's like, if you fucking millennials think you can do something better, then go make it. We're not saying that. We weren't fans of Michael Bay at the time. His shit's not that good.
It's not.
And that's all it was. And you guys know.
What the hell hell's got to do with it?
We give it to you guys raw. You guys know how we do it here.
You already know my stance on remakes.
Yeah.
It's like eating Wheaties and then shitting it back into the bowl and eating it again.
Yeah.
That's a remake. You already know what the fuck is going to happen. I don't care how you twist it or anything like, oh, well, how about now we have Jason hold a chick hostage for 6 weeks? Okay, so does Jason, like, let her go to the bathroom? Does he feed her? You know what I mean? Like, you're opening up more.
I know what you mean.
You're opening up more problems than the original Friday the 13th series even had.
Yes, you are.
Which was none, because it was the decade of the 80s, and there was...
Yep.
You couldn't fuck up a horror movie on purpose in the 80s.
No,
you just
couldn't. You couldn't.
Now
it was a simple nucleus and formula. Stick to the basics, and it'll all fucking work itself out.
Yeah,
because look at it. You don't like a new beginning, but I guarantee you like it more than the remake.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That proves it right there. The nostalgia, the warmth of the movie might not be Jason at the end, but you
it
like
still
that
has
more.
the same Friday the 13th form.
And the flow and the pacing and everything's exactly the same. But yeah, so this dude got all mad. It's like, whatever, dude. Like I said, I've walked back my stance on this. I don't even own that Nightmare remake, but I've watched it a few times and I'm all right with it, man. Is he Robert Englund? No, and he never will be. But he did pretty good, man. There's a couple jump scares in there that got me pretty good. And the way that it's shot stylistically, it's a really good movie. It really is.
Okay.
It's not as bad as we bashed it back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's still not. It's not like it's like, oh yeah, this is the greatest remake of all time.
Like if we were to take his advice, I wouldn't do a remake.
Me either.
I would do a straight, fresh, new horror movie.
Yep. Exactly. And
remakes, that's just lazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's lazy.
But you got to put.
That's my opinion.
But you got to put yourself in the mindset from 10 years ago, because that's when this dude's watching this video and talking shit. It's like that was the craze back then.
Yeah, I stand by every word I said.
No, yeah, totally. But I just mean now. Of course, now you wouldn't want to do a remake because they suck, and that's not the thing.
Where's the Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
Exactly.
Where's the Friday the 13th 2?
Yep.
Only Rob Zombie did a sequel to a remake horror movie.
And all you guys hate that, and I love that. I love Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I love it. He didn't have to be so...
I'm trying to think of a remake of an old school horror movie they've done and sequeled it out. And the only one I can think of is Rob Zombie's Halloween.
That's it. That's all I can think of, too. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, and those are dog shit. Oh, I don't like those at all. The one with Arlie Ermey's good, but the rest, eh.
Yeah, I think there was 2 with Arlie Ermey.
Yeah, they're okay.
And then they rebooted it.
But that one that they did a few years ago, the 3D one? No, you're fucking tripping on that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was called?
I think it was
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D? That one fucking sucked. That's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And that has the worst fucking dialogue in it I've ever heard. When she tells him to do your thing, cuz, with the chainsaw, get the fuck out of here. That was stupid. He should have killed your fucking ass on principle just for that stupid shit that came out of your mouth.
Just Leatherface off.
But see, it's funny. That guy, right? That guy comes and talks shit about a fucking remake that he likes. It's like, really? You like that movie that much? That's fine if you do.
No, that's cool.
But you're like name calling and all this shit. You should be like, hey man, I don't agree. This is what I think. And I'd have told him straight up, well, I've walked my comments back on that a little bit. Like I said, I don't love it, but it's okay. It's not as bad as we were bashing it back in the day.
Yeah.
But the greatest remake of all time is the Rob Zombie shit. Sorry. It is. That's the best shit. As far as a remake goes. From that era of remake stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the best shit.
It's the Friday the 13th one.
It's weird, man. I tried to watch it again last night after I watched Final Chapter, and it's just fucking weird. The two dudes look too much alike. Jason's weird and does all this uncharacteristic things that he wouldn't fucking do. It's just not my kind of shit, man. It's not for me.
I think that was the biggest thing I noticed about that remake was Jason wasn't really Jason.
Yeah, it was like...
There was moments.
Like, Mears did good, but it's
yeah,
like...
Mears did good, but there's moments where it's like, oh, okay, there it is. But then there's other moments where it's, you know...
But if you would have had Kane Hodder come on and be the technical advisor, he'd have said, no, he don't do that. He don't do that. He don't do that. That's not...
So
those are uncharacteristic fucking actions from Voorhees.
Yeah.
Just weird shit, man.
Yeah.
Then what's up with the weird pervert redneck cousin fucker motherfucker that
flicks the magazine and everything?
Yeah, and then he's like, You just
the
almost started up a machine of whoop ass, son. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Then you're in there like fucking mannequins, and Jason's in there voyeuring on you. It's just too much weird shit was going on, man. Yeah. You guys fucked up. You know, and I've got a pretty good theory on this now. It's been like 10 years, you know, since a lot of this shit was going on.
Yeah.
And what I think it was I honestly think Michael Bay and the Platinum Dunes crew, for the most part, they're fucking trash. But they bit off a little more than they could chew back then, because they were putting them all out, man. Mm-hmm. You should have focused on one, even if it would have took an extra 6 months to a year to get it right, and then put it out. Then went on to another one. Treated that one the same way. They were just pumping them out like a puppy mill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all. It was like what I said back then. It's just money. It's
money grab.
Easy money grabs. Slap Friday the 13th up there. Even Paramount figured this out after Final Chapter, for God's sakes. I mean, this is not new knowledge. This has been known since 1985, which I was there. Mm-hmm. Not as a newborn, by the way.
Me either.
And
I was a little guy, but I wasn't
knew.
a newborn.
I mean, new beginning. Oh my God, we tripled our budget. Let's do another one, but let's bring Jason back, because that's what the people want. Then comes Jason Lives. Boom! Even though it was
and that one's
censored,
highly edited.
Yeah, even though it was censored,
people still love that one.
Ridiculously, it's still banked. Let's do the New Blood.
Fucking
let's
CJ
do Jason
killed
Takes
that
Manhattan.
One. Yep.
Yeah, it kept going because
kept
it kept bringing
their bar,
money.
man.
Now, Jason Takes
the
Manhattan.
Right way.
Jason Takes Manhattan did bring in the lowest, and then that's what opened up the door for New Line to get it, and then that Jason Goes to Hell. Worst movie ever.
Really? Worse than the remake? No.
Yes.
No way. Yep. He's talking fucking crazy.
He is.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about right now.
He knows.
I don't think he does.
I think he does.
Because Creighton Duke smashes the fucking remake alone.
Creighton Duke is a great character. And I do. All day I quote Creighton Duke. Hot dog and a donut. I don't think you can pay. I did it to Jason last night.
Little girl in a pink dress.
Yeah. Or not last night. It was a couple days ago, but I dropped that quote on him. Yeah, Creighton Duke was the most watchable part of Jason Goes to Hell. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
By far.
Great character.
He's awesome.
Just wish he was in a better one.
Stephen Williams, man. That's who he is.
Like, if
remember
they
when he was the boss on the 21 Jump Street show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, fucking Creighton
if they would have had the Creighton Duke character in, say, The New Blood.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude. Oh, that would have fucking set it off.
That would have just been.
That would have set it off super fucking raw.
Or any other Friday the 13th.
But he's fucking crazy because Creighton Duke is still better than that remake. That remake is fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, but at least the remake, I get to see Jason more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you get to see.
And I don't see. Yeah,
you get to see Jason get killed by Jason in that one.
Don't get me started with. Oh, where Kane Hodder gets killed.
Yeah, it was a big old pussy.
Because he calls Jason a pussy. Yeah, that was
a big old pussy anyway.
That was funny, but
motherfucker.
It's just hot garbage. I hate that one.
Well, to this guy, that's the worst. To me, that remake is dog shit, man. You got the two dudes that look the same, the one looking for a sister, and the one that's the rich prick that owns a place. You get confused on which dude is which dude.
Yeah.
What fucking dude is this again? This the dude looking for the sisters? It's the other fucking ass-faced motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like,
I do not like that movie, man.
He was like the fucking the Johnny of Karate Kid in Transformers. The blonde one.
The dickhead one, the rich one?
The one that got
remember who he was like? Kill? He was like the dude from, what was it, from New Blood? They're eating my uncle's food. He was like that guy. Yeah. He was like another replay on that. He was like, you already did that guy. Fuck that guy.
He was like Russell.
Fuck Russell, man. Fuck Russell and fuck that remake. You got see, man. You ever listen to that fucking Dr. Dre song? Y'all gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me? You're doing that to us right now. You're bringing us back to the old us from 10 years ago. It's like this video could be sandwiched in back in the fucking 10 years ago. You're pissing us off, man.
Yep.
For the most part, we love you motherfuckers, though.
Yeah, we do.
But every once in a while, some fucker has to come and start name calling.
Well, it's like I said, they got to get the attention. You know, and you see all these posts about rank Friday the 13th and Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street from best to worst. And there's always that guy who takes either the most obscure one or the one that makes no damn sense just so he can get people commenting that he can interact with one way or the other. Sometimes you see him multiply and you're like, my God, these people vote.
I've seen some of the worst shit ever. Ever.
Yeah.
When they do the Halloween, rank the Halloween films. And there's always got to be, like, on the Instagram page and the Facebook page for Halloween movies. So this is the official shit, you know?
Yeah.
And someone's always got to fucking comment on there and say,
Resurrection.
No.
No?
They all got to say this, which makes no sense to me. Well, 3 is my favorite, and then everything else is just not that good. Well, then why are you fucking on this page? Why are you commenting on this post? Yeah. I love 3, but it does not compare to the fucking other ones.
It doesn't compare with 78.
I rank it higher than Resurrection and shit. I even rank it higher than H2O, but it is not better than Part 1. Unless you don't like Michael Myers and you just like that, but then that's weird to me. That's weird.
Yeah,
because it's a great Halloween movie. The feel, it's another one. The warmth of the 80s, the warmth, the feel. Chalice with that mustache just servicing all them fine-ass ladies all over the goddamn place. It's a damn good movie.
It is a good movie.
But to go out on the limb and say, oh, it's better than fucking the original, get the fuck out of here, man. It trips me out when people like 4 better than the original one. Yeah. And then Resurrection too. You're right, they do that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Resurrection. It's my favorite. Or H2O. I'm like, the mask in H2O sucks cock, man.
Yes. You would think it would have been easier to make that mask in 1998
than it was in fucking 78.
Yeah, now in 78, I mean, they show a tutorial of how to do it. It's like 5 minutes.
Well, what happened was they kept like getting and losing the rights to the mask. So it kept having to change. So like, we want it to be like it, but we have to change some things about it. So like, but if you notice, like the very first, in the first act, when he kills fucking the dude that was on Third Rock from the Sun, Herschel Gordon Levitt, whatever the fuck, when he fucks him up, that mask, when they opens the door and he fucking comes around the corner, that's a good mask. If H2O would have had that mask throughout, fuck, it'd be way higher.
Yeah.
For me. Because the movie is great, but just his mask is weird, man.
Yeah. It's the little things that can throw it off.
After 20 years, Laurie and Michael have this moment through the circular window, and that's the fucking mask. She should have been on, that ain't Michael Myers. That would have fuck, man. Who the fuck is that?
That ain't you.
That's some imposter-ass motherfucker,
Get out of here,
man.
Roy.
Get out of here, Roy. Roy. That might be LL Cool J under that motherfucker for all we know.
Could have been.
But it was weird. It had like orange eyebrows and shit. Was very strange. And that's why that movie doesn't rank higher for me, man. And people freak out when they talk to me about that. They freak out that I have Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 so high. They freak out that I have Halloween 5 so high. But 5 rules, man.
And that's the thing. And it's nothing against the younger viewers or anything like that. Nothing at all. But experience is the father of all lessons.
Yes.
So when you're growing up and they're coming out chronologically,
yes,
and you're there, you're in the moment, and
witnessing it firsthand,
yeah,
live.
And then, you know, like if you're sitting there going, well, the first time I saw Halloween 78 was in 2011. Yeah, it's going to seem like you're watching a rerun of the Andy Griffith Show because you're like, why is it so, you know, and not so...
Yeah, well, and part of that has to play in the fact that if you're a young person and that's your deal, you guys are all raised on internet porn and shit. Halloween 78 is not going to have the same effect on you if you watch it in 2011 for the first time.
Exactly that too. The desensitization of society now.
Yeah.
That's why Friday the 13th seems so comical. You know, if you watch part 5 or 6, you know, like my son, he loves 7. That's his favorite. But he'll even watch the old Friday the 13th, and he's like, these are just kind of cheesy. And I'm like, this was all we could get away with back in the 80s.
Yeah, now you get
to
let it rip.
We had the government on horror and music's throats back in the day.
Yep.
You understand? There's some shit that is out now, you would have never saw it back then. You would have never, ever saw it back then.
Like the PMRC and the fucking rating systems and shit.
You would have never seen it.
They fucked with the whole fucking gamut.
That's why all the kills in those movies are cutaways.
Yes, they're all cutaways.
So, like, you see the axe come up.
Then you see the blood fly on the
person. And then you see the person react.
Then you see the blood fly on the fucking...
Then you see the axe come down.
On the laundry and shit.
And then the blood will hit whatever. And then it'll cut back to the person with the axe in their head.
Yeah.
With the prosthetic makeups.
But
and
now
all that stuff. Now you can straight up
let it rip.
You can let it rip.
What was it? It wasn't Laid to Rest too when fucking Chrome Skull cut that chick's titty completely off.
There you
could
go.
Never
You
got
could
away with that
not
shit
have done that
in the
back
fucking
in the day.
80s, bro.
Nope.
No way. No way, no how.
Y'all think you're nannied now? Shit.
No shit.
You don't even know.
You don't even fucking know.
2 Live Crew was being put to court.
So was Twisted Sister.
So was Twisted
Judas
Sister,
Priest,
Metallica, Judas Priest.
Ozzy
All of them
Osbourne.
were going to court.
Yeah, the PMRC was ran by Tipper
The
Gore.
Satanic
She fucked
Panic
up. Yeah, the Satanic
of the
Panic of the
80s.
80s. You guys should watch that. There, it's on YouTube. Type in Geraldo Rivera Satanic Panic, and there's like an hour-long episode. He actually has like Ozzy on there and a bunch of people. Ozzy
Dude,
has like the
Ozzy
frosted
says-
hair and
yeah,
shit.
Ozzy has the best.
Yeah, he does.
Best quote in that when they're talking about. He's like, I'm talking about the devil and everything and stories from the Bible. And I didn't invent the guy.
Yeah, that's the good
like-
shit, bro.
Oh, you'll be rolling. on
So,
that.
so you guys will get a little taste of what we had to endure in the 80s. My grandma made me sit down and watch that live. I had to watch that show live. So did you.
Yep.
Because we were all into heavy metal and all that kind of shit and horror movies and stuff. And they have a kid on there who was a killer, and he's like, yeah, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, man, that's the devil's work and all that kind of shit. So, you know, it just...
See, that's another thing. I think we have that advantage. Because now you can get Halloween, Friday the 13th, blah, 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 at Walmart during Halloween.
You can.
You can get cups.
Action
you can get
figures.
socks. I got pajama pants the other day, or a couple weeks ago, a Friday the 13th pajama pants. You would have never found that back in the day.
No, because...
You couldn't even find a hockey mask. You could only find those cheap little ones, and those didn't even come out until like 87?
Yeah.
And they were the plaster ones, like 86, 87.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to drill the damn holes yourself.
Yep.
You had to paint the mask. You had to put the markings on it.
Yep.
And then you had to deal with all the neighborhood kids and parents pulling their kids away from you because you're a 12-year-old kid dressed up as Jason. And the way the media and everybody projected those horror movies.
That it was like the devil's work.
Yeah, you would have had better luck being a crackhead in the 80s than a horror fan.
A horror fan or a heavy
I'm
metal
not
fan.
playing.
Yeah, straight up.
It's so much different now, and I think that's where we got the advantage because we're old as fuck, but we can remember that shit.
Yeah, I remember it.
There was no Instagram models with
dude.
hockey mask, and there wasn't even chicks.
Oh, dude,
There was no girls.
No, no, chicks weren't into horror movies back then.
There was maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, 2 or 3 of them.
And they were the ones at the dance standing by the punch bowl.
Right.
I'm sorry, they were not Baywatch chicks in Halloween t-shirts back in the 80s.
No.
No.
Nope. Yeah, like teenage girls watched it, but we weren't around. We were little kids ourselves. How were we going to be around all kinds of teenage chicks and shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're little ass kids. Like we're just
Well,
going
we
to go.
were always inside watching horror movies and
No
shit.
shit.
That's why we never saw them. But
Yep.
but even so, you go through you go through the heavy metal magazines, you go through the skater magazines, you go through the Fangorias and stuff like that.
Gore Zone.
There was still no
Chicks.
like Fright Chick of the Month or
No,
whatever
there
like
wasn't
that.
none.
There's
That
still
shit
none
didn't
of that.
exist. It's just like, remember when we were talking that time about in the early days there was no chicks at Slayer concerts, and now it looks like a fucking porno factory up in the first few rows.
Yep, none.
Chicks with the big old fake tits. Not that I care about that stuff, but it just goes to show the evolution of shit.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
well, it was like 1st or 2nd grade, bro, at Hodgin, right over here. And I went to school, and I'm fucking there the morning before class starts. Everyone's playing at the fucking playground and shit. And this kid, Jimmy Tennant, is a good buddy of mine, comes. He's got a fucking white t-shirt on with fucking Freddy Krueger with like the glove in front of his face. That shot.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. Okay, so back to the fucking...
Back to the lecturette. Hey.
Back to the story. So I was in like 1st or 2nd grade. And my homie Jimmy Tennant, we're little ass kids. He comes running up. He had a white shirt on with the fucking Freddy on that motherfucker. Oh, dude, where'd you get that? I gotta get it. I got it at Kmart. So I was like the only horror shirt I ever had in my life until later on in life.
Yeah, the first one I got was that Friday the 13th final chapter, and that was a Hot Topic, I think.
Was it?
I think so.
When they started cranking out all that blue grape merch for Halloween was when I started really getting shit.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying is
It was few and far between.
bridging the gap here.
Like they used to say back in the day, horror is a step above pornography. And now
it's common.
It's common. Everybody's a fucking horror fan.
I remember working in haunted houses and people were scared of Jason. And then I remember in the later years, people want to get pictures with me.
Right? That goes to show you. Yep. And, you know, like Instagram and stuff, like every chick has names like Monica Throat Slasher and all this stupid. I'm like, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Just the way
funny.
everything changes, but I haven't.
I haven't either. I've always been into this shit. So I was a little ass fucking kid.
I'm not saying I'm a purist or I'm an elitist or anything like that.
Oh,
anyone who's a horror fan is my brother and sister. But don't discount our experience. Don't just blow that off aside thinking we don't know what the hell we're talking about because we came up with it. We got treated like shit because of it, and we still grinded it out.
Yep.
So there's that.
Yep. It's like Star Wars, man. That was like the nerd stupid shit too. And I'm not a Star Wars guy anymore because it's not my Star Wars anymore. But it's like that. That shit's so fucking over-ramped with, I've always liked it. Well, not really, because I was alive back then. I remember the kids who liked that were like super nerds.
Yeah.
They were like a different class of nerds than horror fans were even.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, they're comic book reading, Star Wars watching fucking nerds. And I'm like,
yeah.
And that's when I was all about it.
If you watch the movies and everything, and you were like the casual Star Wars fan, it was really nothing. You know, it was like Indiana Jones or whatever.
Yeah.
But like there was those group of kids that kept up with the novels.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, and they always got messed with for it.
Yep.
Now they're
the leaders of tech companies and shit.
Pretty much.
Pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, basically, the view we're bringing of horror
is raw.
Well, yeah.
Raw.
We're still going to do the news, but I think we're going to try to inject a little more retro perspectives.
Yes, like the way you guys know how we used to do this shit, man. And some guy commenting from a video from 10 years ago, that's just how we are. You guys know it. So this isn't to the Rot Army. This is to like the new privates of the Rot Army, like the fresh motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They haven't even gone through boot camp yet. They're not even fucking privates yet. It's like you guys don't realize this is just how we do it, man. The other subs will tell you this. We talk a lot of shit and we back it up too. But this is what we do. We give you a raw perspective on how we feel about shit. Growing up, lifelong fucking horror fans, from when it was taboo to when it fucking got that flutter in the 90s where it was all popular because you'd get these big name actors in these movies and then it dropped off again.
Yeah.
And the remakes brought it up. And then that fucking Walking Dead, man. Still go back to that. That is the reason for the hell we live in now.
Yeah. When you infuse soap opera with horror movie, what do you expect?
No, but then everybody's a horror fan because they all like Walking Dead and they all like Norman Reedus. Like, whatever, man.
No, you all like General Hospital. You just want some bloody zombies in it.
No shit.
That's really all it is. I'm sorry. If you're a Walking Dead fan, hey, cool, whatever blows up your skirt. But let's break it down to, its essentials. Let's break it down to its foundation. It's a soap opera with some action.
Every once in a while.
Because 9 times out of 10,
it's just
yak.
Yep.
All sleeping with your best friend's wife. I would have fucking shot him on the spot. That would have been the first thing I did coming out of my coma. You did what with my wife? I ain't even fucking know him pulled the plug on me and you're all bit. Right. That would be it right there.
Right. And then I was always like waiting to celebrate when that shit was gonna go away. Right?
It's never going away.
And they said, well, when it ends, they got something else going for them. So I'm like, it's just never gonna fucking end.
The series finale
is the song that doesn't end.
The series finale is going to be 2 seasons long. And then it's going to start with a spin-off with Carol and Daryl.
Yeah, I just want Daryl to die,
bro. I don't know.
That's all I want.
Carol, Daryl, and the Dead. I don't know what it's going to be called, but that'd be funny if it was that.
Yeah, no shit.
The Carol, Daryl, and Dead show.
But it is not for me.
No.
I'll sit through thousands of hours of Michael Bay remakes before I watch that fucking shit. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
I know we're going to get dislikes for this. I get it. I know how you fuckers are, but
it's
just us, man.
We come from that school where we say who and what we are, and that's it. If you don't like it, jump on the bus.
That's it.
You know, Greyhound your ass on out of here.
Yeah, we don't want you guys to leave.
No,
you know,
but,
we love that you guys are here, and we hope that it keeps growing. But
yeah,
you just got to know that we're going to give you a raw perspective.
Yeah, and we want your input and everything too. Maybe you think of something that we didn't think of, and then we'll be like, "Oh shit, yeah, okay, that makes sense."
Yeah, that and then
or something like that. But don't call us out when you don't know us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just stupid.
Yep.
It just really is.
It just really is, and you know. It's like, well, what the name calling? If the dude's been like, hey, man, I don't agree, I would have been cool with that. Mm-hmm. Fucking, I hate when millennials. Fuck you, motherfucker. We ain't no millennials. We're old motherfuckers, bro.
I'll tell you right now, I was born in 1976.
And I was born in 1980, so we're pretty fucked. I'll be 40 in another month, so.
There you go. That's not
millennial by any stretch of the fucking. We don't even think, act, vote, anything like that. We're not getting into that, but just use your brains on what's going on here with that. Like we're so far from that kind of person. So far on the opposite end of the spectrum.
We came up in that era where if you were offended by something, you just dealt with it.
Yeah, or you fought. So I told the guys, like, bro, where do you live? Is there horror conventions there? When they start back up again, I'll go to one there, and then you can fucking tell me to my face because I still believe in violence is the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you, bro. I'm about that life 110%.
Yeah. Despite what your mama said, violence does solve problems.
It does. So, that's enough ranting.
I think
that's enough shit.
Yeah.
And there is going to be some more shirts, man. So, if you guys want to try to get in on some more shit, and we'll send you out some shirts too.
Yeah, because what we want to do is we want to build this up so we can just go live.
Yeah,
and then we can
talk back and forth because we're getting close. I think it's 1,000 subscribers till you can go live.
I think so.
We're like 810 right now, so we're knocking on the fucking. So you feel me knocking?
Well, let me.
There it is, man. Come on.
2021. Hopefully, theaters are going to be back open. Open. We can get back into some horror stuff. There is some horror coming out. You know, we know Halloween Kills is coming. Scream 5. What's that Vince Vaughn one again? Freaky. There's that. There's been a couple that have gone video on demand and everything.
There's been some good shit.
Oh, what was that good one with Russell Crowe?
Oh, the
Rage one.
Unhinged?
Yeah, Unhinged.
Yeah, Unhinged, and there's The Haunt. There's been all kinds of shit. There's been good stuff.
And there's more to come. The lawsuit's almost over, so Friday the 13th. Who knows where that's going to go?
Yeah,
a lot of rumors floating around there that C.J. Graham's going to get back involved, that Tom McLaughlin's going to get back involved, Stephen King wants to get involved.
Yep. There's a lot of
LeBron James has talked about producing it. Well, yeah, I'll take his money. He can even dribble across Crystal Lake with Jason chasing him as long as I get to see some new Jason. Been 11 damn years.
I just want to see him drowned in a fire.
Okay, well then there's that.
No basketball, motherfucker.
You know, there are some cool fan films out there to hold you over.
Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing.
There's some cool ones. Never Hike in the Snow was pretty good.
I want it raw.
Never Hike in the Snow was good.
Real.
You didn't see that one yet, did you?
No, I won't watch it.
Well,
it's not for me, man.
It's good.
I want the real shit.
It's pretty close.
I want the real shit.
It's as close as you're going to get.
I want the shit you can't fuck with, man. That's the shit I want.
It's like between Roy and real Jason. That's the best way I can describe.
Between Roy and Remake Jason? Oh, okay,
no, not Remake Jason. No.
That tells me all I need to know.
No, because that would be like this.
Oh.
No, I'm saying it's like this.
Okay.
Like Kane Hodder Jason.
Get the fuck out of here. It ain't that good.
Richard Brooker. I didn't say it was next to it. I said it's in between. It's the sandwich. You got Roy's one bun, and you got Richard and Kane and everyone's the other bun.
Oh, wow.
And then you got this thin piece of bologna that's questionable. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think you're going to get sick from it, but it does have that smell.
It smells like bologna, but it tastes like ham, that kind of thing?
That thing, okay. Yeah.
That's weird.
That's
getting weird around here, man.
It's got some. It's cool. It's quick. I mean, they're not long.
Yeah, they're not for me. Maybe one day, but not today.
Well, we're gonna have all kinds of time now. You could watch it.
No shit, I could watch it.
We're gonna be locked down for 2 weeks. You could actually take a peek for 45 minutes.
Yep. Now I'm just watching the WWE Network in year order, the way it's supposed to go. That's what I've been doing.
There you go.
Catching up on all my old wrestling, all the shit that I remember in my brain is still locked in there, fucking tight. So what you're going to do when Psychopath TV and Horror from the Grave run wild on you, motherfucker?